Gaseous exchange in men. Lungs are the main respiratory organs in humans. They lie in the upper chest cavity. Today, we will take a trip with air as it enters our body during inhalation and comes back out during exhalation. Air enters our body through the nostril, nasal passages, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchi, and bronchioles. Before entering the alveoli, the air enters through the nostril, where projecting nasal hair filters out dust and debris. Air then goes on to the pharynx, which warms, and then to glottis, which is open at all times after passing through larynx and trachea, which via bronchus, and finally enters the lungs. The lungs are rich in blood supply and an active site of gaseous exchange. The left lung consists of 2 lobes, while the right one consists of 3. Each lung is enclosed within the pleural membrane. Below the lungs, a set of muscles called diaphragm changes volume to assist breathing. Inside the lungs, the bronchus divides into smaller tubes called bronchioles. The bronchiole attaches to alveoli at each of its ends. Alveoli are air sacs with thin walls and moist surfaces. A network of blood capillaries covers alveoli. Oxygen from the air diffuses into the blood supply, passing close to each alveolus in the lung. Carbon dioxide is diffused back to the alveoli as waste. The alveoli have a fascinating structure, well adapted for gaseous exchange. It is not only lined with a network of capillaries to assist diffusion, but also have a large surface area to allow an increased rate of diffusion and moist surface that allows gases to dissolve before diffusion occurs. The walls of alveoli and blood capillaries are only 1 cell thick, so that diffusion is fast. There is also a short distance between alveoli and capillary, so that diffusion occurs easily. What happens during breathing? The process of breathing involves inhalation and exhalation, also known as inspiration or expiration.
The lungs, a pair of spongy organs in your chest, are the centerpiece of your respiratory system. When you inhale, air goes down the windpipe into tubes in the lungs called bronchial tubes or airways. Within the lungs, bronchial tubes branch into thousands of smaller, thinner tubes called bronchioles. These tubes end in bunches of tiny round air sacs called alveoli. Small blood vessels called capillaries run through the walls of the air sacs. When air reaches the air sacs, oxygen passes through the air sac walls into the blood in the capillaries. At the same time, carbon dioxide moves from the capillaries into the air sacs and is exhaled. This process is called gas exchange. The airways and air sacs are elastic, so when breathing in, each air sac fills up with air like a small balloon. When breathing out, the air sacs deflate and the air goes out.